Um, I wanted to talk about something important tonight. After uploading a silly video earlier today, I think you guys deserve it. Um, I wanted to talk about some of the letters and messages that I get. As you guys know, I read all my comments. I read as many of the personal messages as I can on Facebook and YouTube and MySpace and my email account. And I make all that information public because I want to hear from you guys. And as you guys know, some people just write me to say hi, and some people write me to tell me that they like to watch my videos because I make them laugh. Some other people tell me they like my videos because they want me to think, they make them think. Some people actually write because they're miserable, they're sad, they're alone, and they need advice. Some people have said that I've changed the way they thought about parts of the world, and those things are great. The most common theme seems to be that people are surprised that I live the life that I do, surprised that I do the things that I do, irregardless, I know you hate that word, regardless of my size, regardless of the things that I have endured, inflicted upon myself, and have been inflicted upon me. And they ask me why I can be happy, why I can be soft when the world has tried to make me hard. And I think the answer to that question is very simple. And what makes me different from a lot of people that might be in the same predicament or same situations that I've been in is that I've maintained hope. And it's a silly word. And I got thinking about that word when I visited one of my favorite websites, Post Secret. And at the bottom of that page they have a link and information to an anti-suicide line, the Hope Line. And it's hard to not notice it when you visit that site, when you make it to the bottom of the page. And I'll admit that I've even called the Hope Line a very long time ago in my life to talk to a counselor who might be able to help me, and they were able to help me. And when people write me and they say that they are suicidal or they say that they are suffering, I pass that number along to them so that they can find a little hope. I read not too long ago that suicide is something that happens when pain overwhelms hope. And I think that's very accurate. I think when someone is feeling those suicidal tendencies, when somebody's feeling those negative thoughts, it's when the pain is overwhelming parts of their lives and it's starting to win. I think that might very well be the definition of non-chemical depression. And that's losing hope. I felt like a fool the entirety of my life. When I was a teenager and I was in an abusive home and a bad family and in bad situations and I was suffering, I hoped that I would escape that home. And eventually I did. And when I was building a life for myself in my early 20s, trying to go to school and get an education despite my mental illnesses, despite my physical illnesses, despite the things that I was enduring or had endured or was dealing with, I had a hope that I would succeed. And I found success. I was one of the budding web designers when the internet started in 96, 97, 98. And even though it was difficult for me to work, and even though it was difficult for me to get clients, and even though it was difficult for me to achieve the things I wanted to achieve, I hoped every day that I could do better and make a better life for myself. I hoped that I could overcome all of the self-destructive, self-defeating, nightmarish mechanics that my brain had taught itself to in an effort to survive the life that I had lived. And I'm 36 years old, and that's pretty old. A lot of my friends who are my age, they're in their careers now, several years into it. Some of my friends, many years younger than me, many of them are married and in relationships they're very happy with. Some have started their families. Most own their own homes. And as people point out in my comments all the time, I'm stuck here in this crappy apartment for now. And maybe that's not what I want for myself. But I have hope that I can make better things. And most of that hope has paid off in my past. I've made better things for myself. And I'm continuing to hope now and continuing to work for it. And what allows me to work is believing with beyond the shadow of a doubt that I have that chance, that I have that chance of success. Even this Friday, I'm packing up all the things I hold dear, and I'm traveling across the country again. And it's a risk, and it's scary. But I hope that my health holds out. I hope that the trip is a success. I hope that it's the time of my life. And that's why I'm going to do something that most of my friends I don't think would have the bravery to do. So, what it comes down to is, if you are thinking about writing me and saying, Steve, I'm miserable, I'm alone, my life is falling apart, I don't have the things that I want, I'm never going to get them. I'm 15 years old, I don't have any friends, I don't know how to make friends, I don't know how to do these things. Hope that you can. Hope that you will be successful. And use that feeling, that emotion, to just try. Just try. And I've said this many a time in several of my videos, but what's worked for me was making a plan, mapping it out, step by step, trying to determine exactly how to arrive at exactly the place that I wanted to be, and taking that first step every chance I got. And every time I found success, it fueled me to be stronger and to try harder and to do better things. And now, my current favorite thing, well, I have several favorite things, but one of my favorite things is my career path, which is broadcasting on YouTube, making t-shirts for you guys to buy, making silly videos for you guys to laugh at, and videos like this to help you think. And I hope that one day I'll be as big as Ray J. And I hope that we will continue to have successful videos and a lot of fun making videos for you. I hope. So anyway, that's just something I thought about. And I hope that if you guys are feeling bad tonight, if you're feeling miserable, if you're worried about something, you can hope it'll all be alright. I hope it is. I hope it is for you.